Hello, so good to meet you at this global motivational meeting. We are reading Word Scriptures book, God's words to empower and to get inspiration for the day. That holy book are helping billions of people, families, communities, countries, and the whole world. And will help you to just read these quotes and practice in the daily life. Let's see what God prepared for us today. As we are reading this book from the beginning, please find all the chapters on our Message to Billion channel. And we are reading about qualities for happy and prosperous life. Let's read further about tradition. Tradition contains the accumulated wisdom of the generations. It is bequeathed through the study of history, the recitation of proverbs and folklore, in public ceremony and at home. Some of its best teaching material consists of the lives of great men and women, as well as ordinary citizens who lived lives as exemplary goodness and self-sacrifice. Tradition can be hard to find in today's culture of celebrity and instant fame, yet its importance can hardly be overlooked. Family lies at the heart of tradition. Parents pass on their values and morals to their children through teaching and example. Good parents encourage their children to keep their ways and even surpass them. A stable family structure maintains and strengthens tradition, passing on its wisdom to succeed generation. Tradition endures. Stand there by the roads and look and ask for the ancient path where the good ways is, and walk in it and find the rest of your souls. Coming power of the great, the superior man acquainted himself with many things and antiquity and many deeds of the past in order to strengthen his character thereby. The teachers put into his hands the works of great poets and make him read and learn them by heart, sitting on his bench at school. These are full of instructions and of tales and praises of famous men of old. And the aim is that the boy may admire and imitate and be eager to become like them. O T. Alan, we meditate and ponder over the teaching of the loving mind, as well as the acts of the holy men, whose souls according mostly perfectly with truth. Hear, O sons, or a father's instructions, and be attentive that you may gain insight. For I give you good precepts. Do not forsake my teaching. When I was a son with my father, tender, the only one in the sight of my mother, he taught me and said to me, let your heart hold fast my words, keep my commandments and live. Do not forget and do not turn away from the words of my mouth. Get wisdom, get insight. Do not forsake her, and she will keep you. Love her, and she will guard you. Father, let's read quotes from the second coming Messiah, Father Samuel Moon. Goodness is not realized instantly. If we are to be good people, we have to inherit from the past. This is why we need education. We need to go to a school and learn. What should we learn? Throughout history, those who have sacrificed to pave the way for goodness did not have an easy life. We should inherit the spirit of those who made sacrifice in the past. For a nation to prosper, it should preserve the inheritance of history. Young children absorb stories from the elderly and enjoy false tales. like the new buds that receive sap from the tree. Children should inherit all the historical essence of their culture. Though children may be crying with a runny nose, if you say you will tell them a fairy tale, they immediately stop crying and wait for the story to begin. They truly enjoy listening to it. Why? It is because they desire to inherit history. It is a principle of heaven and earth. What should each nation's history textbook contain to properly educate its citizens? It should gather accounts of the lives of those citizens who sacrificed the most for their nation. The people discussed in the textbook should be the rulers and good people who sacrificed and suffered for the sake of the people. Among them should be some who gave their lives. There are many traditions that bind together families and nations, but only a tradition based on love can unite them eternally. I can even unite the world. What kind of love? It must be love that longs for eternity. In the family, this is no one other than parental love. Parental love is not for the love of the moment. It becomes an eternal inheritance of children who from generation to generation. Don't parents want to pass on their tradition completely and see it develop? Hence, when parents educate their children, they tell them, you should be better than me. They say, became a better person. You should be better than me in least one thing. Parents even compel their children to strive in this way, and there is nothing wrong in it. They constantly pay attention to their children and encourage them to fulfill that expectation. They do not let their children do whatever they please, not at all. They push them to go in directions nor of their own choosing for their benefit. They make sacrifice for them so that children will turn out to a better than they are. You are inheriting as a free gift all the foundations I have fought to establish throughout my life. However, that is not enough. You should inherit my tradition of practice. You should inherit my way of dying and living as you tradition. Or not only that, you should also teach this tradition to others. Teach it to your children, your husbands and your wives. For example, it is my tradition that husband and wife should respect and praise each other, saying, my husband is a great person, my wife is a great person. A married couple that practiced this tradition will educate their children to do the same. So powerful course for today. If you have difficulties today, please watch one more time this video. Share this video as we and this billion happy life subscribers marathon. Contact me for consultation, cooperation, and become a member of this Heavenly Parents Holy community. And see you tomorrow with more powerful quotes. All the best. Bye bye. Yours, Nikolai Sirpale, coach.